Hi Nima, you are watching The Four of Us. So, today was my first day of classes, and I am wicked tired. Wicked, that's what people say up here. Now, one of the main reasons I am so tired is because I did this thing that I seem to do before I take any classes, which is when I don't know which textbooks I'm going to need to bring, I just bring all of them. So I end up carrying 8 textbooks around in my backpack, and I'm tottering around kind of top heavy the whole day. So when I got home, I put my backpack on my roommate's scale, and apparently I was carrying around just over 20 pounds of books all day. And as if carrying around 20 pounds of books wasn't fun enough, I got to my first class today, sat down, the professor got in a full 40 minutes of class time before this happened. Fire alarm! Oh, that class ended about 10 minutes early, which was kind of nice for me, because it took me that full 10 minutes just to find where my next class was. I've been told that it's not unusual for freshmen to have trouble finding classes in this building, though, because apparently during the construction of this building, the school decided to label not only rooms with numbers, but all kinds of crazy stuff like fire extinguishers and elevators. And so good luck finding your room without checking the number on every freaking door. So after I found my next class, I sat down, pulled out my book. The professor got in a full 40 minutes of class time when, guess what happened? Fire alarm! So yeah, I had 2 fire alarms within my first 2 morning classes. At that point, I was like checking my backpack and my shoes just to make sure that something I was carrying around wasn't smoking and setting off all the alarms as I walked between buildings. It wasn't. So that concludes the excitement my morning classes had to offer. Next was my first afternoon class. Excitement for my afternoon classes. Well, in my theater class, went in, sat down, 40 minutes into class, guess what happened? I'm not making this up. I found out later from a fellow student that there were routine fire alarm checks scheduled in 1-hour intervals throughout the day, and my schedule happened to coincide with the first buildings that they were checking. It was one of those moments where I kind of just shrugged and went, this would happen to me. My fellow students didn't really mind. They just took it as an opportunity to have a cigarette break. At which point, I thought, perhaps it was something of a travesty that the building wasn't on fire. If it had been, they could have saved their Bic lighter fluid and just lit up on the flames of the burning building. It's all about being frugal and inventive when you're a starving college student. I'm pretty sure that the fire marshals were somewhat disappointed with our performance as a student body.
I think I just said this.
I think they could tell that we weren't actually taking the 3rd fire alarm of the day seriously. I know I just saw my fire alarm breaks as an opportunity to pee between classes. So I had 5 classes all in a row today, and after that I had to go to the bookstore to pick up my theater textbook. And once there, I waited in line for over an hour. I didn't get any footage of that because I thought it might be kind of invasive to the other people waiting in line, and they already looked somewhat bent out of shape. I really didn't want to mess with them. However, I did get a quick shot of something I was very excited to see. Apparently my bookstore sells vegan cookies. Don't worry, Mom and Dad, I did not blow $2 on a vegan cookie just because I was starving. I was really, really tempted to, though. So that pretty much concludes the excitement of my first day at school. I have to run because in a few minutes I am going to the Mac store with my 3 roommates. Because unfortunately last night someone sat on a laptop. Cringe. No, Mom and Dad, it was not my laptop. You can sit back off the edge of your seats now. So that's all I have to say. Actually, it's not. I could go on for a lot longer. B, I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.